it's been a while ago.
Okay.
It's like I was doing around. Yeah, peak season. Let's say peak season.
Was that what it again?
4 Hour Body.
1 Hour Body.
Are we ready?
Yes, sir. What are we focusing on first?
We got a list of topics.
Alright.
I have a full list over here for both episodes.
Oh. Read.
And you look like that's just Tim information. That might be helpful.
Okay. Tim, concept UFO. I wasn't about to sit there and watch a bunch of shit about Xbox. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
I still need to go on YouTube and watch what they saying about the new Xbox. Xbox One something. Like, what they calling it?
Xbox Series
Xbox
X.
Series X.
I heard that one can play all the Xbox games on it.
So,
That's
parents,
what
if you
they
want to be
say.
speaking, this is a dynamic mic, so you got to get up on it.
Alright. Can you hear me?
Oh, that's me, sir.
Can you hear me?
What do you think?
I would say yeah.
You would?
Yeah, I would say yeah, you can hear me.
I don't see no sound waves.
Can you hear me?
You got to turn your mic on, first of all.
Okay. Can you hear me?
You got to get up on it, man.
Hello? Is
You got to
anybody
get up
there?
on it, man. You got to get up on it. You ain't listening. Get up on it.
I'm right here all up on it.
There you go.
I'm not used to this on the... I'm not used to this.
Yeah, put it in your mouth. Yeah, you good. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dirty Trunk Podcast. This is another gaming episode. Oh, man. We got a lot of shit going on, man.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do,
Got
sir.
a lot of shit going on. Last episode didn't get the microphones quite right. I think mine was off the entire time. I can't really tell, but I had to do a lot of post editing. So now, doing a lot of due diligence and trying to get things right up in here. So it's all
We trying.
we trying. So. We got an interesting episode for all the gamers out there and everybody into electronics. I got a long list, a laundry list of things that we need to go over. So stay tuned right after the intro. Alright guys, welcome back to the Dirty Trunk Podcast gaming series. Guess what do we call this? The Dirty Trunk Gaming?
I don't know about that.
No. Dirty Trunk Gaming,
Trump playing games?
that don't sound good? No.
We'll work on that.
We'll work.
Yeah.
We'll come back to y'all on that. But anyway, welcome back to Dirty. Can we call it Dirty Trunk Gaming for right now? That sounds good to me.
Okay, all right.
All
Yeah,
right,
trying to-
all right. They gonna let me call it Dirty Trunk Gaming for right now. All right. So long list of things. I actually did a lot of research this morning. I'm the type of person to do my homework late, even though this podcast was pretty much planned for the last week. I just doing my homework. No, I feel like I'm being judged right now.
No.
Nobody's
We've
judging.
all been there.
I didn't go to law school.
So, because I think my man is going to actually be a part of this, we have an in-guest studio today, this evening. Mr. Paris Jones is back. Welcome back to the show, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Glad to be back. Glad to be back.
Glad to have you. And let's dive into these topics right quick because so first topic. Microsoft has stopped supporting Windows 7 computers as of today.
Oh, wow.
Just take them out.
Just straight abandon, just up and abandon ship on them. Alright,
we could slink.
Goodbye.
Sound like the Titanic went down.
It's sad. It's sad. Like if you're a Windows 7 user, you know what? I said ain't no phones on the table, and I end up putting my phone on the table. I don't never think this thing gonna ring. Anyway, it's on airplane mode now. If you're a Windows 7 user, and today you probably looked at your computer and it probably evolved into a brick right before your eyes, because now it's nothing but a paperweight. And in a few months, when all of the new updates come, your computer is not going to update with us. So we are inherently leaving you behind. So sorry, all Windows 7 users. It was nice knowing you, and we hope to see you one day in the future when you upgrade. On that note, I want to go into something else. Marcus.
Yes, sir.
Fellow Nintendo Switch user. Let's talk, what do we call them? Add-ons or accessories for the Nintendo Switch. Do you have any, sir?
None of right now, actually. Like what do you mean, like add-ons or accessories?
Joy-Con accessories, cases that may help with gameplay or different controllers, stuff like that.
I have, I don't even know the name. Owsley, I think the name is. I have the grip for it. It fits around your case.
I seen that. Yeah.
And
The D-grip.
It makes a whole lot of a difference.
Yeah, I bet.
It feels amazing. Like taking it off and then like playing it regularly, it feels weird. It feels like taboo. I'm like, I need the grip.
It almost feels like it's smaller and slippery when you take it off. It's like a bar of soap. That thing is smooth as hell. I don't know why they made that so smooth on the back. It's weird. The reason I'm asking because I seen a video today by Shank Mods, I believe it was the YouTube channel, but he essentially took the wireless GameCube controllers, split them in half, and made Joy-Cons. Yes, and made Joy-Cons out of the GameCube controller.
Joy-Con.
I honestly thought that was something Nintendo did itself. I was like, okay, Nintendo.
No, apparently Nintendo didn't think that was a marketable move to make, and
But they have the Demon X Machina controller specifically.
Oh, they have plenty like GameCube shaped controllers.
Yeah, but not just
and Pro controllers, but they never made the Joy-Cons. Even though people keep telling them that
this is what
the Switch controllers are shit. It's not a controller. Like when you get like alright, so now if you're a casual gamer and you're just playing something like Pokemon, yeah, you don't really need there's no high demand for you actually to move all of the buttons, all of the Joy-Cons. I mean
and then Sword and Shield does have a setting in there to change it to casual play. You can play with
one hand. Yeah, I never used that, so I don't really know too much about it. With games like that, the lax games, I'm gonna call them, you don't really have to worry about that. Like you're not at risk of sending your Nintendo Switch flying when you're playing Pokemon Sword and Shield, unless you just suck at battle and you just rage quit or some shit. It's like you don't want to slam that down on the ground. But I mean, regardless, if you're playing something like Smash Brothers, when you actually have to get into it, especially if you're going against somebody that actually has skill, you wanna be bouncing around with that thing. So I mean, to have something with some durability or some contour to wrap your fingers around or something, it's kind of good to have. So Nintendo, for them not to think about that, is just confusing to me.
I mean, I think. I mean, they could have got into it like later on, but you know, Nintendo, that's a big company. They're always focused on
money.
Money. But pushing out games more than what we can have for the enjoyment of playing the game. And a lot of times, I think there's a video on it actually, Nintendo actually like kind of partners with the people that be making like their third-party controllers and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean they don't really have to focus about that. They leave it to the little people to figure it out for them.
Well, I guess that makes sense. I mean, I would love to have a pair of GameCube Joy-Cons apparently, but it's not mass produced. So if I want them, I would have to make them myself.
Right.
Luckily, the dude Shank Moz actually did a DIY video of this. So if you know how to wire stuff to PCB boards and 3D print pieces for the inside of it to actually change the button configuration and stuff like that.
He did all that?
He did all that.
Bruh.
He painted it himself and everything. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They look
he went
legit
in.
like
He
Nintendo.
went in on that
Whoa,
thing, man.
what?
A whole 11-minute video. He even went to another YouTuber's house and got help to paint it and like the secret tips and tricks on how to paint shit just for this video. Yeah, it's badass.
Oh wow.
This next topic, I don't really know how I feel about it, so I want you guys to tell me how you feel. Harry Potter fans?
No.
No,
A casual fan?
we don't have Harry Potter fans. I'm the only.
Sorry.
I can't be the only Harry Potter fan. Y'all know I don't pay attention to shit that come on TV.
I like it. It's alright. The movies was good.
All right, so
Not my thing.
tell me what you guys think of a Harry Potter themed cruise.
I thought they already had that.
Excuse me.
I know they got something in for Disneyland or whatever, somewhere down
We're
there.
talking about a boat,
A boat.
themed cruise ship.
Just something about boats and magic. Just doesn't. I don't
Like a
think that's
magical
right.
boat that's floating over the water.
Marcus.
I-
Marcus, you missing the mark.
Oh, my bad. I'm back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, something about boats, water, magic. Nah.
You can turn it if you want to.
Oh, okay, there we go. All right, cool. The joke is gonna be made, but the Titanic. That was a magic trick right there. I don't want to see that. I don't want to.
We made the
don't
whole
wanna be
boat
on
this
that
Titanic. That is a good movie, but really?
Once we saw this boat in half.
like nah, bro. It's nothing but water out here. We don't need to. Don't do that. No.
Make the wrong spell and they go sinking.
Oh no. Expelliarmus and disappeared. Oh no. Oh god. Whoo, damn, that's messed up.
That is
I'm going
messed
to
up.
hell. I'm going straight to hell. Star Wars?
Star
I'm
Wars theme boat.
not big into
No,
Star Wars.
just Star Wars.
Oh.
Just in general, no Star Wars. No.
Yeah, I like the series.
I know the quote, Luke, I'm your father.
So apparently, that phrase, Luke, I am your father, was never said in the movie. That's actually a Mandela effect.
You lie.
So, James Earl Jones was the voice of Darth Vader.
Of course.
James Earl Jones stated that he's never said that. That wasn't his line. He said that wasn't part of the movie.
Really?
So it's literally a Mandela effect where everybody thought they heard in the movie, Luke, I am your father. But if you actually watch the movie, that was never said.
Are you serious?
Never.
I've done heard so many people quote that movie of that line saying, Luke,
I
I am
want you
your
to look
father.
me in the eyes and tell me that of my whole life is a lie.
Never. That was never said.
No.
So how did
First
that
of
come
all,
about then? If it was never said, how did it come about? How do you
I don't
explain
know.
this to the fans?
I don't know.
Die-hard Star Wars fans.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
what's the name of that movie of Star Wars? Rise of the Jedi, something like that. Awaken.
Which one? The newer one,
There's so
or
many.
the one with Luke in it?
Rise of the Jedi. Help me out, Marcus.
The older movie or the newer movie?
I guess the mix. I'm looking at all. The older. What is it? The Rise of the Jedi.
That was Return of the Jedi, A New Hope, and Revenge of the Sith.
Okay, so
Those were the original Star Wars movies.
So, just saying, I want to make sure I know I heard this right. So you're saying
that was
Luke, I am your father was never James Earl Jones' line.
No.
Never said it. But yet, there's a whole bunch of other movies that were imitating that one line.
Yep.
Every
Let's
movie.
not forget about Toy Story. Remember Buzz Lightyear and
Oh yeah,
Which one?
Zurg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luke. I'm
Yeah,
lost.
it's crazy. I just recently watched the final movie, and I was a little confused. I don't really understand that, but you guys aren't Star Wars fans, so there would be no point of talking to you guys about it. We just gonna go ahead.
I'm up to part. Which one is the last one?
The last one was Rise of Skywalker.
When?
There was no Skywalker that rose in that
Alright,
movie.
first of all, there's gonna be spoilers. Just put it out there. Spoilers alert.
Spoiler alert. There was no Skywalker to step up to the plate in
Just
that
the
movie.
opposite.
Just going to go ahead and put that out there. So I'm a little confused as to where the name came from. If you know where that name came from, please let me know in the comments, or hit me up on Twitter at @TheRealAaronMac, because I'm a little confused. We need to talk about this. We need to talk about it.
The last one was he dies, right? That's the last one. Or was that the second?
That
one?
was Return.
Of the Sith?
No. That
Watch
was
D?
Which one
was
the
that?
Jedi There was the Force Awakens.
Okay.
There was the one after that. The Force Unleashed. No, that was a video game. Oh, God, I can't even remember the name of it right now.
Nerd brain free. And
Nope,
we're back.
it didn't come
Next
back.
stop.
It's not there. It's not there. We're done. We're done. Nintendo Switch Pro. It's something that I want to talk about.
Okay.
Why?
That's a hard one because at this point it's
Nintendo Switch
almost
Pro?
like a myth. Like we want it, but it's not happening. Like it would be no reason for it, kind of say.
Yeah, I don't really see a purpose in that. Like, it's...
Go ahead.
Because, alright, so, one YouTuber, he had a really good point. If you're going to have a Nintendo Switch Pro, there was rumors, it was just going to be a home console. So it would kind of be more powerful than the regular Switch.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a choice.
Right?
And you want me stuck
It's
in
like,
being
okay,
me,
why do you
or
sacrifice
being me
graphics
too?
this
Be
time?
more powerful. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, what the hell
But yeah,
did you
it
sacrifice
was-
it for this time?
It was supposed to kind of like, compete with PS5, PS4, and Xbox and stuff like that. But that's not the way they were going. So, what would be the Nintendo Switch Pro? What would it be?
Just a... Alright. For the sake of
Nintendo Switch Pro.
for the sake of pissing everybody off who's a Nintendo fan. I'm a Nintendo fan. I honestly am. I would choose my Nintendo Switch over any game system that I have in my possession. I only got two, by the way.
You got two Nintendo Switch?
No, two game systems. I got a Switch and a PS4. Those are my only two go-tos. I don't like Xbox. But if the Nintendo Switch, if they make a Nintendo Switch Pro, I'm going to tell you exactly what it's going to be. Everybody bear with me. Everybody bear with me. They're going to say, this is the baddest Nintendo Switch you have ever seen, ever played in your life. It can do this, that, and the other, but when you stand it up next to the other one, the Nintendo Switch Pro, the Nintendo Switch Original, whatever the hell we calling that now, the Legacy Switch, I guess.
It might be tricky.
But they're going to be the exact same fucking product. They're just changing the branding, might change the outer case a little bit just to make it look some kind of sleek design, bigger screen maybe, but
Okay.
for the most part it's going to be the same exact motherfucking system. As
Thanks.
Nintendo, we all know that they are the masters at paywalls.
And it's only gonna get worse.
It's only gonna get worse. The only reason why they're releasing a Switch Pro is because the Xbox and the PS5 are releasing their new systems soon. So they have to compete.
If you want to stay in the game, of course you got to compete.
Yeah,
I mean,
but at the same
PlayStation
time,
is at the top. PlayStation is at the top. Xbox come in second. Nintendo to me comes in third place.
are they really though?
Who?
PlayStation.
It's kind of up in the air because
I don't really know who's at the top. So what in the hell?
Like it really goes like.
Do not disturb this time.
Look at it though. You got PlayStation
Mhm.
that's been out for the longest time. Look
Yeah.
at how it. Okay, look at PS2. That went from for the longest time till we got a PS3. PS3 went for the longest. PS4 went for the longest.
There were about 5 years in between the PS2 and the PS3. There was 6 years in between the PS3 and the 4.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. About 6 or 7 years.
Time flies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just I can just remember back now, like I went through like 2 PS2s because I kept selling them to GameStop for
Right.
Nintendo Wii's, which I ended up selling those for. I'm on my 3rd Wii now.
So
What?
Yeah, I'm just keeping it there for collector's value now. I don't want
Actually,
to play it.
I still got my Nintendo 64.
I need to find a 64. You selling it? No. Alright.
Hey, that's my very first game system.
So what would we want in a Master? What would we want in a Switch Pro if they release it?
Really, all they can truly improve on is, I want to say hardware, because Rudy, good friend of ours, made a very good point. He was like, he would rather play Fortnite on his mobile phone than a Nintendo Switch. Because out in the distance, say like from here to this door, if you're playing it on a Switch, the door would be like, blurry or like you couldn't see it. It wouldn't be in the frame.
Right.
On your mobile phone, I guess it maybe has higher quality, you can see it clear as day.
That's the weirdest shit I ever heard. Like, a cell phone has a better graphics generator than a Nintendo Switch.
But Fortnite is a very big game, so.
I mean, but yeah, it's not. But Fortnite isn't a really demanding game, though.
That too.
It's not, but it is really super popular. Working at Amazon, the other stores.
Did you really just say that?
He did. So that's a curse word. That's
For the record, I'm so sorry.
No, I gotta go in. I gotta go in.
I'm so sorry.
I gotta go in and say.
I see a lot of kids at Walmart buying Fortnite.
No company names that you don't work for, that you don't own.
There we go.
I highly apologize. I'm new to this podcast.
It's cool. It's cool.
It's cool. It's cool.
Am
You
I-
learn.
I'm not getting kicked out.
No, you learning. You good.
Okay,
You good.
Because
First time.
I did pay my tuition to be here tonight.
Oh,
I paid my tuition.
First time offender. You good. You good. You good.
First time
So-
offender.
So
Makes me look bad.
so a few things that I've seen that everybody is asking for the Switch Pro is they want a better display quality, obviously.
Okay.
Longer battery life. I'm
Yeah.
not sure why you want to be playing your Nintendo Switch for 5 hours anyway.
I mean, some games demand it.
Look at Mario. That's a long game. Of
Yeah, but
history.
damn, you want to beat the whole game in one damn battery charge? Like
You have speedrunners.
The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild is a very demanding game as far as the graphics go. And you can still manage that 4 hours of playtime on the original Switch.
Okay.
Now I don't have a problem with that because at about 2 hours and some change, I'm like looking at my life like, yo, you need to do something with yourself. So I mean, if we ask it for 6 hours of battery life, like I get it if you traveling and you don't really have the opportunity to stop and charge or something like that. Like especially if you're like on a bus ride or a plane or something like that, they don't really have outlets. Because I know not every plane that you get on is going to have outlets. It happens.
They got planes with outlets?
Hmm?
They got planes with outlets?
Hell yeah.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Look,
USB.
I'm from the middle class.
Oh,
Coach and less. That's what I want.
coachless. Okay.
My first flight.
Wait a minute, don't.
My first plane flight. My plane had propellers.
I never been on a plane.
Damn.
It was from here to your door.
The plane.
I
The
could
whole
see
plane?
everybody. Clear as day. I was like, yo,
What
we
the-
about to
Hold the fuck up. Why were you on this crop duster? And where were you going?
Please say you was going
Were
somewhere.
you skydiving?
nice.
No, I was going to like an internship in Syracuse, New York, and
You flew from here to Syracuse on a crop duster?
no, that was to get to another place to catch another flight.
How much did it cost to grab?
I didn't pay for it, so I didn't ask.
What?
It-
You sure you ain't just get kidnapped by accident?
Okay.
I was willing, so you can't say it was kidnapping.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my gosh.
That's hilarious.
This is crazy.
So we also won the scratch resistant screen, better kickstand, direct HDMI out, and a smaller dock. Smaller and better dock. Why do we want an HDMI out?
So you
What?
plug it straight to the switch? Have HDMI out? What do you mean by that?
So apparently they want direct HDMI out. They want to output a HDMI signal from the switch itself. The dock does that, right? Yes.
Yeah, that's why.
It's a converter to turn the signal into, put it towards the screen. Why would they want it from the switches? All right, so I mean, I guess it kind of defeats the purpose of a dock, maybe?
Yeah, so why would you want the out and a smaller dock if you
Because at that
have
point
the
you
out,
wouldn't be able to charge it. That's
Well, no. You would have to have it like a
Splitter?
phone. Yeah,
Like the
basically.
smart view.
You would hook the charger up to a little block that's in the cord, and that would charge it, while the cord itself leads into the
So a splitter,
basically.
a converter, and a splitter, pretty
That would
much.
be
That would
too
be
much.
dumb.
Yeah,
That's,
you do
that's
too
a bit much. That's what you have a whole dock, and if you don't like the dock, I'm pretty sure it's after it comes out, if it's a different switch.
Aftermarket stuff.
Yeah, because I immediately, that was the first modification I did to my switch. I took apart the dock and put it in the small one. Nintendo. Is there a Microsoft Nintendo partnership that I don't know about? Heard something about that recently.
Microsoft and Nintendo partnership? I haven't heard
Like
that one.
partnership with like parts or something like that, or like I don't know, some
I know the latest for the Switch 2.0. I guess that's what we're calling it, the newer one. That's supposed to have a chip that Microsoft uses or something.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
what's supposed to give us a little sharper graphics, little
Mm-hmm.
less of a load screen time and all this other stuff. But nothing too big. We're not seeing like computer chips in there that's gonna turn the Switch into like a massive.
I'm not gonna turn it into a Radeon or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's weird. And we talked about this earlier. Speaking of Nintendo and
Shenanigans.
their shenanigans, that's a good word for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, take a family vacation to the new Nintendo theme park in Universal Studios Osaka. Supposedly opening 6 months from now.
That's actually pretty dope.
How long they been working on this?
Who knows? Like this has like been a gamer's dream.
It's been a decade, so
a gaming
Really?
theme park. We've made it. We made it.
Give the fans what they want.
Yeah, but why? What's wrong with the Nintendo American fans? Why we can't get what everybody else wants?
I mean, we
I don't know.
Cause
might be
that
in the
would-
making. Might be in the making.
That would be
You know,
more. Maybe it's a test run. Maybe it's a test run.
Could be.
Maybe.
So, I'm just gonna read this. So the park is said to have a Mario Kart themed ride,
Ooh.
obvious, and promotes the use of a power band that is sold separately, by the way, in conjunction with an app that allows you to smack blocks and collect coins like Mario. You will also be able to fight bosses for prizes.
Now that's
I'm smacking everybody.
The weirdest shit I have ever heard in my life.
but that's
But
really
it
dope.
sounds like it's
It's
so.
gonna be fun as
I
heck.
mean, that reminds. But you say a wrist watch, right?
It's like a little, it's like a little band
like
with
a
the.
smartwatch. Okay.
Yeah.
Fitbit looking little-
Nah, it's literally just like a location device kind of thing.
That sounds so familiar to me. Like I done seen that on some show and they did something like that.
I'm assuming it's more like cause like when I seen the pictures of it, it kind of looked like just like wristbands with like Nintendo characters on them. Like they had like Mario, Peach, and they like the Mario one had a red band, the Luigi one had a green band.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Toad
and
had
so
blue.
forth. Right. Yeah. Right. So they released that information with a music video that I thought was pretty interesting. Galantis featuring Charlie XCX. Nobody has heard from Charlie XCX since I'm so fancy. No, she probably had a few songs after that, but I mean, that's the only thing I ever heard. The song is actually pretty
And
good.
who's this again? I forget the name.
Charlie XCX.
Yeah, I'm going straight to Google.
You remember the what's the song? The song was called "Fancy" by
Iggy Azalea.
But yeah. She was a girl.
Don't get me wrong. For the record, I like Iggy Azalea.
Yeah.
I'm not big into music, but she looks good.
You really gonna say that on the podcast? You know you gotta.
I mean, it's a celeb.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
we got hall passes with celebs now. Like that's
I don't
all we
know.
do.
I don't know nothing
Put
about
it
no
out
hall pass. I mean, I'm
Kiki
just.
Palmer. If ever get a chance,
Anyway,
I'm going.
I mean, okay. Maybe I'm throwing a little off topic here. Maybe I'm throwing a little off topic. But if I was to meet a celeb, I mean, there's a good number of them I would like to meet in life. What? Everybody get all silent. What? Am I saying something wrong?
I'm just like, you really gonna put that? I stopped. I was just joking.
No. I mean, like, you know what? No. No, I'm talking as someone you would like to say, hey, I got to meet him. That's it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Woo! What? Really? Really?
I mean, the way you was
Bruh, the
building
way
it
you
up,
came
I was
off.
like, yo. We about to go down.
We about to do what? My ears are burning.
I was like, bruh.
Nah, you know what? She just kept on going. To have y'all suspense keep going. He kept
Hardcore
pressing the
with
button.
that. Ooh-wee. Anyway, we're gonna have to pass off that topic for another day.
Jeez, thanks.
Celebrity. We can get on that topic one day.
No, we
crushes.
can't. No, we definitely can't.
For the record, people I can say I actually met and took a selfie with them.
All right,
I gotta. I mean,
get that, but
I mean,
you gotta work on your introduction next time, man.
I honor with what I have with me in my life. Honesty.
Oh shit. So back to gaming for a minute. Jeez.
Super Mario.
Yeah. So
The watch.
news. Damn.
10 seconds to come back in.
News on
this.
Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, as of yesterday, well, this will probably be over by the time I post this. But if you didn't get Gigantamax, Flapple, and Appleton and Colossal, then I guess you out of luck.
Is that a Pokemon?
You get yours?
Oh.
They're your max raid battles now, as of yesterday.
they ended them?
No, they started them yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as of January 13th, they released the Radiator Colossal and big ass apple turnover.
Basically.
What is that?
They Pokemon.
I've been out of the game of Pokemon for so long.
Apparently, Pokemon has been out of the game of Pokemon for so long. That wasn't a joke.
Like,
Don't worry, Tim, they can get them back on track.
don't get me wrong.
Oh, they
I
got no
grew up
choice.
in Pokemon. I know some of the Pokemon, like you had Charles. Okay, Charles will go to his third form, and then he goes to this blue dragon that breathes blue fire, like
That
propane.
don't exist no more.
You know what?
That don't exist no more.
Seriously.
There is a black Charizard in Sword.
It's a shiny one.
Oh, okay.
Shiny. How many forms does this guy have?
Every Pokemon has a shiny form.
First of all, so you gonna tell me that they ripped that from Digimon? I'm sorry.
Which character is that?
Wait, hold on.
Why you cover the microphone?
Cause I was like,
Talking about
I don't
Digimon.
know. Does it still catch me?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you're talking about
probably.
his armor
Most
form,
likely.
right? That was pretty sweet back then. Oh.
Charizard don't have armor form. What do you think?
You said go.
Digimon.
Cover your microphone. What is?
That's what happened.
And it has an on and off button, so I don't really understand why you're doing that.
Right.
Pokemon Go. You still play Pokemon Go?
It's on my phone.
Oh yeah, it's still on mine too.
People still play that?
Yeah, apparently there's a big
Big community.
community of people playing Pokemon Go. They
Right.
actually just released Gen 5, the Unova updates.
I remember that used to be the biggest game of the talk. People would be going into people's yards just to capture.
Microphone.
Okay, people going in people's yards just to capture a Pokemon. You had to go overseas to get a Genghis Khan.
Yeah, that was Kangaskhan.
The big
Same thing.
dinosaur.
Same thing. That's same thing.
You said Kangaskhan.
Well, that's his name, right? He
Yeah,
got the
he's
little
over there.
purple
Oh, that's
baby in
a-
his pouch.
No, that's a.
Mongolian Emperor.
What? I remember my Pokemon. You got Pikachu.
Kangaskhan.
It's Genghis Khan.
Kangaskhan was a.
Mongolian Emperor. My bad.
Yeah, he was
King
the
of
Mongolian emperor, bro.
There we go.
Look, I got out of the Pokemon
you
world.
still gotta go overseas to see both of them. So same thing. Same thing.
Yeah.
I am into.
I mean, it was close though. It was close.
Damn.
So, and Marcus was telling me about the glitch punishment that is new to Pokemon Sword and Shield. I didn't know anything about that.
Any exploits that you do in game with your this is not more of glitching. It's basically like the time skip that you do to get special dens, shiny dens. all that.
Anything that has anything to do with the online based gameplay.
You will be punished. Punishment. Don't know the specifics of the punishment, but there will be like certain penalties, restrictions, and online stuff. I don't think they will just go like straight out and ban you just yet, but it's something to look at. If you're doing those things, you might want to cut back just a little bit, or keep it a little low key, try to fly under the radar. But this is Nintendo. They're kind of serious about their stuff. They will come and get you if you're not too careful.
They've been serious for years, and now they actually have the authority to do so. Because at first, only thing that they could possibly do was just keep you from using said Pokemon that you get from hacked gameplay. But now they're putting like extra money into like the release of different patches or different Pokemon and stuff like that. Like if they release like a event for you to get like a shiny anything, whatever, in a Gigantamax form, you can literally, like, there are people out here selling these things.
Right.
Yeah, so like people are out here making money, so I'm assuming that once you do that, they're like assuming like, okay, this person is trying to gain a profit off of us. And we put money into this, so we have to protect our investment.
Exploit our exploit. Okay.
And like you literally, when you sign in, like nobody ever reads these, but there is a terms of use with everything that you do online, and it's like those terms of use covers everything that glitch is. So pretty much, if you get online and start messing with people's money, then they could come find you.
Yeah.
And I mean, you could obviously like use a VPN and hack the system that way, and kind of like protect yourself from being seen while doing this. But at the same time, it's like you're going through a lot of work for a digital monster. I mean, there are people who will do it.
Right.
I mean,
People are always hacking every day.
Yeah, you get on eBay right now, you can find like shiny Pokemons for sale. Yeah.
Shiny, for real.
Yeah, you can find shiny Pokemon for sale. People
on eBay.
People will send you their link code, and they will literally tell you to trade them for that Pokemon after you pay them a certain amount of money. I'll wait. We there?
Would you have to like type in something special?
Just type in shiny Pokemon.
I'm getting the cards.
You can.
Oh wait, no. Stop playing with me. But why so cheap though? I mean, I know
It just all depends on the seller.
Facts.
Like I went on there one time and what was I searching for? I was trying to see how much a Pokemon card was, a specific Pokemon. I think it was the Charizard one I was searching for. And I ended up coming across a Sun and Moon Pokemon. They were selling a shiny, I can't remember what it was at the moment, but they were selling it for $100.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is what they. Okay.
Yeah.
They got the nerve to
this
put
is what they
fast
sell?
delivery.
Let me see that. But what is this though? So they selling this?
They're selling the Pokemon.
How do you?
I'm guessing you will go through the transaction.
Yeah, you would pay them through PayPal, obviously, because that's sketchy as fuck. I wouldn't pay with any other form of payment. You pay with PayPal. They will send you their friend code. You will connect with their friend code on your Switch, and they will trade you for that Pokemon.
Okay, I know they show Pokemon, Detective Pikachu.
Mm-hmm.
But this ain't. But Pokemon aren't real. I mean, the way they got it is making it look like it is real.
Yeah, people go hard for it, man. It's a digital.
Go hard and
It's digital. It's digital intelligence. It's digital property. That's literally what it is. So I mean, it's tangible. It's there.
And like.
And then like it's stuff that.
Why put it in the game? Why have that code in the game if?
No, but there are literally people out here creating the code. That's the problem. That's what they have a problem with.
Okay.
I told you what Action Replay does. Action Replay created a Spiritomb with Wonder Guard. Like, you can't hit that.
Literally.
You can't hit it. It doesn't have any weaknesses. Oh no, the Shedinja that I had that one time, it had Rockhead.
They sound like Pokemon poachers.
So it couldn't faint from one hit wonders. Or that one thing that keeps it from fainting from one hit wonders. Rockhead is recoil. I can't remember the one.
No, the belt, right?
That's the item. But there was an ability that keeps you from fading from one-hit wonders.
Oh, that I have no idea. I'm just baffled.
Yeah.
Y'all out here selling Pokemon.
Sorry, so
Surprised all this ain't on the black market or something.
eBay is black market.
What? eBay? No.
Depending on who you buying from. Anyway.
Probably shouldn't.
Anyway, we're going to go into the last topic for the gaming episode. Let's talk about the wonderful world of Temtem.
Oh boy.
And I'm looking at Marcus's notebook right now.
10.
And, you about to learn today. You about to learn
Isn't
today.
it that guy from way back when?
No, sir. I have no idea who you're talking about. Just listen and learn, man. Marcus has a full notebook of notes about with Temtem at the top of it, so I'm a little I'm interested to know what he got written down over there because I got some notes over here too, but I don't have as much as you got. But there's a few things that I wanted to talk about. The fact that this is an MMO.
Woo!
An MMO.
The people know what it is. Some of them don't know. What's an MMO, boy?
Massively multiplayer online video game.
Woo!
And this thing look like it's about to be fire.
Mm.
I ain't gonna lie, it look like it's about to be fire. Like I wasn't like at first I wasn't even hype about it. I wasn't even paying it no mind, but this here looks like it's about to be something to talk about. And like Marcus said earlier, I feel like don't nothing make you get back on your shit like stiff competition. So the
Thanks.
Pokemon Company, Game Freak, and Creatures Inc., whoever is the head facilitator of putting together the Pokemon games, y'all gotta run for your money, man.
Y'all better take notes. That's what you better do.
And we ain't heard nothing from y'all but a janky ass DLC release that should have been part of the original game. Now, if y'all was smart, now I know ain't nobody from Nintendo listening to this because y'all don't listen to fans anyway.
Oh.
If they were smart, Nintendo wouldn't be releasing the other half of the game that was already released anyway. They would be releasing those Diamond and Pearl remakes that everybody has been asking for forever now. But I don't own no damn multi-billion-dollar company. So what the fuck do I know? I don't know. MMO went to Kickstarter. Has over 10,000 backers and made $574,000, and that is 8 times higher than the projected goal. That just goes to show that how many people, those same people who were probably like telling Pokemon like, look, this is what you need to do. This is what we want. This is what we want. We want this, we want that, we want this, we want. And it wasn't like it was hard shit to do. It's stuff that's completely in their realm of capabilities. They just don't do it.
Exactly like the game, Temtem. Like they started from Kickstarter.
We talking like.
And they've already basically, I'm not gonna say surpassed, but they're a little up past Pokemon right now.
Yeah.
First of all, MMO, that kind of just skyrockets them right there because that's what we've been waiting for. And then just the little mechanics here and there, kind of. I'm really hoping that this kind of hits Pokemon in the pockets just enough for them to be like, okay, we losing some cha-ching over here. We need to maybe start listening and see, send out some people to see what the people actually want. We need to figure out something here. We losing money. We can't do this. So, shall we dive into the world of Temtem?
Yes, sir. We shall dive into the world of Temtem. However, I am getting tired of the whole played out theme of young kid with no daddy. Get some random ass cat from some weird ass dude with white hair and just go get lost with
In the world.
and get lost in the world. Parents don't give a fuck about where you at. Like, I'm getting tired of the same old concept though. Like, I feel like we should be doing a little bit different, but I mean, I guess it's relatable to children. So
Tim is
Don't say
relatable
that.
to children.
Don't say it like that.
I don't know, man. Like, it's like Ash ain't had no problem.
Knew, motherfucker.
Ash don't know. Ash ain't never know who his dad was. Like
Who?
Ash.
You know what? That's a good. You know what? They never mentioned that.
And then like every game that came out for Pokemon has been the same concept. You some little ass boy or little ass girl that never grows up, that just happens to be just wandering the world aimlessly until you reach a goal that has already been set for you.
And when you get to the very top and go on against in every tournament, it's the same thing. You continuously lose. Pokemon is an endless thing.
Lose. Alright, yeah.
Pokemon, Ash.
Oh yeah. Okay, got you. No, he won last time though. He won the last one. Sun and Moon, yeah, he won that one.
So you
How
mean
long
to
it take
tell
us to get
me?
there? How long it take us to get there for him to actually win?
26 years?
Year.
So he
And
actually
he's still
won.
11.
And he's still 11?
Mm-hmm. Ash been the same age for 26 years.
They always been showing his mom. Doesn't say he has any siblings, no dad. Just
He ain't like Brock now. We know Brock father.
we know
Oh, yeah.
Misty,
With all the
sisters.
kids. Brock Black, fam.
All the way.
Brock Black, fam. Like that's.
His only black friend he ever had.
But yeah, like that theme is getting old, man. Like I feel like we should play away from that a little bit. But I mean, it's their game; they get to do what they want. I feel. Whoa. Excuse me. I feel like it's going to do good regardless of. I mean, despite that fact, because grown ass men like me are still going to play it regardless. So it don't really matter what the theme is. I would like to know why the world is a bunch of flying islands.
What are we talking about?
That I.
Paris, I need you to keep up with the conversation, man.
I'm out of the game on Pokemon.
We're talking about a whole different thing. The topic is Temtem, not Pokemon.
I mean, no, I don't know nothing about Tim. Please.
We don't either.
Please tell me.
I'm about to like.
Please do.
Alright. So we about to dive in the world of Temtem. Alright, so Temtem is a Pokemon-ish MMO. Takes place in Airborne
Archipelago.
Archipelago. Sounds like Pelican. Like, so, I
I thought they talking about instruments at one point.
That sounds like something I heard in an anime.
So there are over 160 Temtems with 12 different types. You know, I don't know the types exactly, but they're pretty similar to Pokemon. You know, nature, fire, psychic. I think is
Mind.
and you know, small stuff like that.
They don't have a dark type, to my knowledge.
So, getting into this game, I think it's going to be amazing. Because first of all, it's fully online. Fully online. With in-depth customization. When I say in-depth customization, like you can go down to the gender. And the genders for everyone. You got him, he, he,
Don't go there.
she.
This is Dirty Talk. Podcast, but we ain't got that big yet. We ain't that big yet.
Might as well do it now. Cause try to do it when we are big. Oh my God, they're against. There's some homophobes. They're against us.
We are not homophobic.
LGBTQ against us.
We are not homophobic at the Dirty Trunk Podcast. He did not mean it that way. Coexist. We are all for it.
But like I said, they have some customizations for a little bit of everyone. They have like the anime girl wing with the pigtails, or you can customize your character to look like the Fortnite skins, and you know, so on and so on.
I mean, at least on Pokemon, you can change the color of your bike now with the new DLC.
This game is letting you do all this from the get go, fresh out the gate.
Oh, you mean
I
to tell me
didn't have to buy a DLC
there's no
for this.
add-on for that?
There is not. This is fresh out the gate. You can do all this stuff and more. And the greatest thing about this, they have more to add. This is all what we're about to tell you is just all from the get go.
This is just the early access. The game doesn't come out like legitimately until next year.
Yes. Next year is gonna be for all platforms. Also.
Plus PC.
Plus PC.
Let's come out on PC first.
Yeah, they're a little skeptical on. I wouldn't say skeptical. They're trying hard to get what is it? Where you can play with all systems.
Oh, cross-platform.
Yeah, they're trying very hard, working very diligently to get cross-play around the board. With Temtem, you can play the entire game with a friend or solo, depending on your play style.
Or any random motherfucker that's halfway across the world.
And that too. Another thing I like about it is this after game, or I think you can do it in game too.
Post-game?
They have a post game. They have a club system. Your club is kind of like your guild.
You can start a gang.
Basically. Look out for Extension Gang. We're gonna be coming through. We're gonna take over our special dojo.
Woo.
You know, try to come challenge us. You gonna get wrecked, son.
You gonna get wrecked.
You gonna get wrecked.
We're gonna give you the hands.
Whew. And they also give you a crib. When has Pokemon ever given you a crib that you can customize?
Never.
Generation 3.
We're not talking about that. That's not a crib. That is not a
Oh,
crib.
you mean to tell me you ain't like the secret base feature?
You had to go find like special caves and trees and shit.
My bitch was like 3 steps across. There was literally 9 blocks in one of them. 9.
I was like, what can I put in this? Not a thing. Tragic, man.
Crazy.
What else we need to know about Temtem, man, before we go ahead and end this episode?
Temtem is gonna have something for both competitive and casual gamers. For those who like to get like perfect IV Pokemon, I think in Temtem it's called Devs or DVs or something like that.
Oh, okay.
There's many ways to get them. You're gonna have to be a little bit more strategic getting them in Temtem, because you can't just hoe and pimp out your Temtems in this one. You actually have a fertility gauge.
Ooh.
Let me say that again. Fertility gauge, meaning your Temtem has a limited amount of offspring it can produce before it just shuts down its services fully.
You mean Temtem ain't got a ditto?
No,
we can't make like 192 eggs to get a shiny.
No.
Alright.
And in Temtem, the shinies are called Lumas.
You said that.
And I kind of like these Lumas better because they give you more of an incentive to catch them. Because with Lumas, you get 3 perfect IVs in this case.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was pretty neat.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
The stamina instead of power points was one thing that caught me. It's like we are literally, you know about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like we are literally gone from just spamming the shit out of like your strongest move to just actually having to be strategic about actually battling. Now,
and doing combo move sets with your second Temtem that's on the field.
Right, and the moves that they use actually interact with one another. Like it's starting to like if you have like electric and a water in one battle, like the effects are boosted,
right?
Which is pretty much something that Pokemon should have been doing all along. Because if I use Surf, then that means that the other motherfucker wet.
Facts.
So that means if I use
Thunderbolt,
Thunderbolt, he should be fried. But
I mean, you got fire,
but
fire pledge, grass pledge, and water pledge. You
But
can mix stuff.
maybe because we are so busy trying to pretend like American kids are stupid, then we are not really putting that thought into our games because we are like, all right, they won't figure it out anyway, so let's not put that in the game.
Right.
But it'll be alright. One thing I'm a little concerned about is like being that it's online play. I never really did online gaming, and I'm a bit of an introvert, so I don't really fancy people getting on the microphone or like having the headset on and people like
All
Little-
into the game and chat.
little white kids yelling the N-word at me across the
Okay,
country.
we're not tolerating
And
that.
like, yeah, I can't really do that. So it's like, will I be forced to interact with people with Tim Tim? Because that's the reason why I don't play Pokemon Go. Because it's hard as hell to raid when you don't interact with people.
Yeah.
So I mean, like in Tim Tim, do you think that's going to be the case?
With Tim, like I said, you can play it co-op or single. It's really depending on your play style.
So I'll be able to turn off the internet feature and just like go through the game without seeing anybody. Because I feel like that's not a thing. Like I feel like if you're connected to the internet, you're automatically in the game. Like you're in the world of Tim Tim and you're going to see everybody there.
Well, it does say fully online, so I'm thinking you would have to play the game online.
Do you, I wonder if they have like open servers.
Who knows? This is only their early access, so they have room for growth. They have room
Because
to...
they're in the UK.
The creators of Tim?
Yeah, Crema is UK based. So I'm wondering about that. But I guess we'll see next week on the early access release of Tim Tim.
All right.
I know for a fact that you'll be able to catch me live on Twitch next week on the release date of Tim Tim.
21st?
On the 21st of January. I was about to say February. Yep, on Tuesday, January 21st, you can catch me live on Twitch playing Tim Tim for the very first time. So meet me there, I guess. Do you guys have anything else to add?
No.
Tim is going to knock the socks off of Pokemon. We're going to put them on their ass. And hopefully this will get their shit together.
You get the ain't shit sales out this ain't shit situation.
Yes, sir.
Just remember, you can make your own bedroom in the Tim Tim game.
What he said.
Yeah.
Reply F.
Actually, he does have a point. There is I want to say couples mechanic.
Really?
I think you can have relationships and I don't know.
That sounds like the weirdest shit I ever heard in my life.
They are really getting realistic with these games now.
Reply F in the comments for Pokemon. Rest in peace to Game Freak, because they're about to get a brick thrown at them. All right, guys. This episode has gone on for way too long, longer than anticipated, but it's all good. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to let us know what you thought about any of the topics that we discussed on this episode, and make sure to hit. Not make sure. I mean, you can if you want to. I mean, I'm not trying to force you or anything, but hit me up on Twitter at @TheRealAaronMac. Also find us on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. All of those links will be in the description. Thank you again to our guest, Mr. Paris Jones, for joining joining us in the studio this evening.
Glad to be
And
here.
we will talk to you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Out.
I think,
Hello.
Is the camera still on?
Yes.
it is.